I say welcome to the viewers media detox here, and I have your Dishonored review. And right now, we live in an era of video games where original IPs are rare. Sometimes those rare games suck. But I am pleased to tell you Dishonored does not belong with those games. Where it belongs is right in your game system. Yes! Now, Dishonored is a unique game and deserves your attention, and these are the reasons why. You play as a bodyguard turned assassin named Corvo. I mean, right off the bat, you get a cool name. Anyways, Corvo is out for revenge. Bloody revenge. Well, at least in my game, he was out for bloody revenge, but anyways, he was framed for the death of his employer, the Empress, and he is in search of her daughter, Emily, who is heir to the throne. There's also a lot of political scheming in this world which will lead to your missions. When chasing your target, you will be dropped in various zones that all look unique. There's a sewer area, slum area, and an upper class area. Now, these are the areas that stood out, but there's even more areas than that, so just expect that when heading into these different zones. But each zone is different with many pathways and secrets for you to discover. When going through these levels, you will be in search for many things, and they don't always deal with just your target. There are side missions that divert you from the main story, but just for a bit. All of these missions are fun, and none of them appear as annoying distractions. Some of them can even help you with your main mission. Now, the best part about this game is taking down your target. The game gives you tons of freedom when it comes to eliminating your enemies. There are so many ways to get the job done. The game isn't a complete sandbox experience, even though it is kind of open world when you get into those zones, but it gives you more freedom than you could ever expect. You can go through the whole game without killing a single person. Unfortunately, I'm not a very good person myself, and I chose who lived and who died in my game. But you can choose to be a better person than me if you wanted to, because Dishonored allows it. You don't even have to directly kill your actual targets. You can indirectly kill them, and it doesn't even lead. It doesn't put blood on your hands. You have nothing to do with it because they just died of some sort of accident. You can make it look like an accident. The developers weren't kidding at all when they said you can complete the game without killing one person. I went through one level where I knocked out everybody. Other than that, I'm a terrible person. But you want to be careful with killing too many people, because the more dead people on the ground equals more plague-ridden rats. And they just create more danger for you and a very evil ending. It's a pretty dark ending. And you don't want a bunch of rats because they'll attack you, and it just makes your mission a lot harder than it needs to be. But besides that, there's a lot of replayability, because you can go through all the missions that you have already completed and try different ways of getting your target and completing the job, whether you want to be directly killing them or you don't. And if you want to go through the whole level with killing everybody, then you can. If you don't, you can try that too. There's tons of ways to replay this game. Now, even though assassinating is enough to make the game stand on its own and make it fun, the developers also added supernatural powers, just adding to that fun level. I mean, it just went up exponentially. You can upgrade your powers of your playstyle, so if you are the more agile type, then you can upgrade all of your movement powers. If you're more stealthy, then you can silence your movement and upgrade your dark vision so that you always know where your enemies are. I personally upgraded the power to stop time. That way it was easier to make it seem like I wasn't even there. I mean, when I have the power to be a complete assassin, I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna make sure that nobody leads the crime to me. I mean, I'd freeze time, slice the target's throat, and then disappear like I wasn't there at all.
Stop. Stand right there. 3, 2, 1.
Which? leaving the guards in complete suspicion. Everyone is going to have different playstyles, and if you have a friend playing Dishonored at the same time as you, you both can share your stories about how you got the job done, because every time you play a level, it's going to be different. The game creates a feeling unmatched compared to other games of the genre, and it's a very impressive game. Now, even though the gameplay is good enough for you to purchase this game right now, the story, characters, and world seal the deal. Even though the ending is kind of underwhelming, whether you get the good ending or the really dark ending, it's underwhelming because of reasons I won't spoil, but the story building up to it is a well-written ride. The characters are also an amazing cast. In some games, I feel like it's a chore to talk to characters, but in Dishonored, I wanted to hear their motives and get to know them as much as I could. Even your targets are interesting. Most of them have backstories that are too hard to ignore. This game has a special style, and it is fantastic. The way the characters look and world around you all look very pretty. The game is very pretty. I mean, there are some texture streaming and pop-in problems, but this game is stunning, mainly because of its unique industrial steampunk style. The lighting is also well done, and the sun just glares in your eyes the way it should. If you're a fan of alternate universes where everything looks different than the world we live in, then you're going to like Dishonored's style. It has style, and it's not afraid to show it. Now, my final verdict for this game, for Dishonored, is you should buy it. The game is technically beautiful, even though there are noticeable texture problems. But you can look past those textures to find a game that contains overly fun gameplay, an interesting story, intriguing characters, and a visually stunning world. I say go buy it if you're looking for something fresh and fun. But if you hate change and a good game, then try your hardest to avoid Dishonored. But as your media detoxer, I can't condone that behavior at all. Not at all. But that was your media detox for today. Like the video, like the Facebook page, follow on Twitter, and subscribe. Many more videos are coming on the way, whether it is gameplay, reviews, hoping to do movie reviews, because I love movies and I love to review them. So just keep tuning in, guys, and I appreciate it, and I will catch you guys later.